Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. So today's item I didn't even know existed until the other day, again going through the checkout line. And of course they only got one freaking line open. There's a line a mile long. The one lady at the front of the line is buying 900 items in the 10 item or less lane, where everyone else is losing their shit because they only got 2 items and they're tired of waiting. And of course you got the one old cashier who wants to be friendly and talk to everyone instead of just ringing people in and getting them the hell out of the way. So it's taking forever in this line. I'm just kind of like glancing around the store like, oh my god, hurry up. And I glance over at the little candy display they have there, and I see something sitting on top, and I'm like, what is that? So I'm glancing over at it, and I'm like, oh, a new flavor. Interesting. And I thought about grabbing it and buying it, but I was like, I don't really want that big of a package of them. Let me look around a little bit, see if I can find a smaller package. And then I actually forgot about it for a couple days. And then the other day when I was looking for other stuff again, I was like, oh yeah, there was another thing I wanted to buy. So then the other day when I was making my little memo note on my Post-it note about the Twinkies and stuff that I was telling you guys about in that video, I was like, oh yeah, there was that other item I saw the other day, so I wrote that down too. Went looking around for it back at the exact same store, and I didn't even go to where I originally saw them at the checkout line, because that one was just something that somebody had set there. I went to the aisle where they actually sold it and was looking for them. Couldn't find them anywhere. And I was like, well shoot, was it such a limited time item that I've already missed it in that short of amount of time? So I looked around, couldn't find it. So then, like I said, I stopped at the other Walmart up by my work to grab a couple other items that I couldn't find at the one by my house. And I'm looking and looking and looking. They don't have it either. And I'm like, okay, I know damn well I saw it at Walmart. They have it at Walmart. Because everything online was telling me it was a Target exclusive. I'm like, no, they had these at Walmart. I know they had them at Walmart. That's the only place I usually shop. So I'm getting ready to leave and I'm walking by and I just happen to say, well, let me remind myself what the actual thing looks like, so I'm not like glancing over it. So I look it up online and I'm like, okay, so I looked around again, didn't have it. So I'm walking through the checkout lines. I just happened to glance over at the candy counter as I'm waiting in line to buy the 4 items I was going to buy. And I look over and don't see it. I just happen to glance over at the other one because I'm far enough back in line that I can see over to the other one. And there on the bottom shelf, I see a display for them. I'm like, wait a minute, they have them on display. So I ran over, dug through the box because, of course, the item that was supposed to be in the box wasn't there. It had a bunch of other stuff in it. And I'm like, what the hell? Do they not have any in this display? So I finally just kind of like dumped the whole thing out, and there on the very bottom was the item I'm looking for. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's actually in a smaller size than the original one I saw, so yoink, in the cart it goes, checked out, and now I have it to share with you guys. And that item, after that long dramatic story, is this. New Double Chocolate M&Ms. So I was like, okay, was this just like a mixed bag or something? And then as I looked it up, and if you look on the little M&M right there by my finger, it's actually 2 chocolates in one. So the inner section is white chocolate. The outer section, I believe, is dark chocolate or milk chocolate. Dark chocolate. There was a double chocolate that came out a few years ago, I want to say, for Christmas that I ended up missing. That was double chocolate, and that was a mix of milk chocolate and dark chocolate. And I do know there is another Halloween edition flavor that is a Target exclusive, so I am going to have to go up to Target at one of these points on my day off that I believe is white chocolate and milk chocolate. I was originally thinking that this one was white chocolate and milk chocolate, and I was like, well, it's the exact same product as the other Halloween one. Why are they doing it in different bags? Why don't they just put it, out as one thing and have it available at all the stores? And then after I read this was dark chocolate, I was like, oh yeah, because the other one's white chocolate and milk chocolate. So you may be seeing those two, because I was going to say if they're the same thing, I don't need to try them both, but obviously they're a little bit different. So yeah, this is limited edition double chocolate. Normally not a fan of dark chocolate, but I'll try it. Why not? The white chocolate M&Ms I tried before usually, again, have a flavor. I did just recently try the just plain white chocolate ones and wasn't really a fan of them. Maybe the dark chocolate in this will blend it out and be a little bit more. I don't want to say they were unpalatable because they were okay. I finished them. Just weren't really my cup of tea. So these have 3 different colors. They got the dark, like dark chocolate. They have the brown, like milk chocolate. And they have the white, like white chocolate. Which is what led to the idea of me thinking it was just a mixed bag of double chocolate. Like the white ones will be white chocolate, the dark ones will be dark chocolate. I do know they did put out a triple chocolate at one point as well that was all 3, like dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate. Do you really need that? It's overkill. But yeah, I originally thought this was just going to be a mixed bag, but based on the image, it's going to be 2 chocolates in one. So here we have it. So let's pop one of these in our mouth and see what we think. Cheers. Definitely getting more dark chocolate on that. More of the bitter sweet versus like naturally milky sweet. Not really tasting much white chocolate in there at all. I mean, there's a little bit of the creaminess which I'm guessing is the white chocolate, and the dark chocolate isn't quite as bitter as it normally would be to me. I'm guessing that's balancing out. Try biting one in half just to make sure they're not messing with us here. Well, so there you see, white chocolate inside, dark chocolate outer side. Not bad, not really good. Again, it's not good because, again, I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, but the white chocolate isn't as overpowering as it was in the white chocolate M&Ms I tried the other day. It balances out okay, but there's still a bit of the bitterness of the dark chocolate that I'm just not feeling. So, yeah, don't know what else to say about those. If you like dark chocolate, you'll probably enjoy them. If you're not a fan of white chocolate, because I know some people aren't, it's not real overpowering. The dark chocolate kind of mellows it out a lot. But if you're like me and you're not a fan of dark chocolate, probably shy away from their... They got a bit of that bitter flavor to them. The one I originally saw was like the huge family sharing bag. And I was like, yeah, I definitely don't want to pay that much if I don't like them, even though I'm sure other people in the house would eat them. I'm kind of glad I got them in the sharing size for $1.50 versus the big bag for $4. So yeah, I'll end up finishing this bag, but would I buy them again? Probably not. Alright, so that's it for Double Chocolate M&Ms. Hunted all over hell for these, found them, and they're just eh. So that's it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are down in the description. Click the bell up there. I guess it still is. I don't know yet. I still haven't checked. Click that. You'll get notifications every time I post new content. And until next time, cheers.